Hi everyone, welcome to Allen Career Institute webinar. First of all, I would like to welcome all the students and parents across the globe and a very warm welcome to today's webinar where we are going to discuss how to ace in competitive exams. So when we talk about competitive exams, the first thing that comes in mind is that it is very difficult. When we talk about competitions like JEE or Neet or Olympiads or Ntsa or KVPY examination, the first impression comes in mind is that, okay, there are millions of students who are participating in this examination. So we'll have that one seat in that my dream college or dream institute where I build my career. My entire life is dependent on this. So always we are in dilemma, ki, okay, whether I would be able to get success in competitive exam and not. And the most important thing, we will always have a dilemma, how to ace all these competitive exams, how I can achieve wonders in this competitive examinations. So let me introduce you today to our academic head, Mr. Abhishek Sharma sir. A very warm welcome to Abhishek sir.
Thank you.
Abhishek sir is an academic administrator at Allen Overseas for grade 6 to grade 12, who is helping students for preparing for JEE, NEET and foundation courses. He has taken more than 100 career counseling sessions in India and abroad. He is a mechanical engineer by degree, but definitely a mathematics faculty by heart and profession. He has done his mechanical engineering from MNIT Jaipur and a certified piping design engineer from IIT Mumbai. He has more than 13 years of experience in teaching students for various competitive exams like JEE, KVPY and Olympiads. And most important thing, his classes starts with why we are learning this. And he engages every student with his out-of-the-box teaching methodology, and that's why a student love calling him Maths Guru. Abhishek sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this kind introduction. And now I would like to introduce sir. It's always, first of all, I would must say, it's always a pleasure to share the screen with you, sir. And
thank you, sir.
With us we have Vikram Singh, sir. He's a thought leader, he's a motivator, he's a trainer and education counselor. He has so many feathers in his cap that we can just list out what all his specialties are. And he specializes inspiring the students and empowering them and make them realize their dreams and their true potential. Sir is also a trusted advisor of more than 50 schools in India and abroad. Sir has been a pathfinder to our students. He has done magics and wonders to our students who had lost hope, but a session with sir and they got the right track and achieved very good success that they never dreamed of. And sir has helped thousands of students, as well as also sir has counseled their parents also in making the students successful and achieving their targets.
Thanks for a wonderful introduction, sir. Thank you very much. And let's talk about Allen. Allen is definitely the pioneer institute in the field of coaching for competitive examinations, where we are helping in competitions starting from as early as from grade 6 to grade 12. We are helping students to target competitions like Olympiads, Junior Science Olympiads, National Talent Search Examination, which is conducted in grade 10th, and then Kishore Vaigyanik Protsahan Yojana, KVPY examination in grade 11th and 12th students, and finally for JEE and Neet Entrance Examination. Founded on April 18, 1988 in Kota and started overseas division in the year 2019, Allen has today become synonym of success. And when you choose Allen, you choose 34 years of experience guiding students to realize their dream. And meet our founding fathers and the younger generation who is having a vision to help the students across the globe. We are here, they have a vision of helping the students who are feeling distanced themselves from the quality education, who always thought ki, to get that quality education they have to come back to India and then only they can think about getting admission into those top-notch institutes. These founding directors and our younger generation directors, they have always thought of helping and bridging that gap of quality education by providing online classes to the students worldwide. And also we have started our physical classrooms, and we have 2 centers in Dubai. We have opened a center there here in Abu Dhabi and Sharjah, and very soon we are coming up in other parts of Middle East. Now if I talk about why we are the best, no doubt results are the one which differentiates Allen from any other platform. 17 times we have provided All India rank 1 in last 11 years. And in the year 2021, Allenite Mridul Agrawal created history for the first time in JEE Advanced with a scoring 348 out of 360 marks. And so you have guided him quite a lot, right?
Yes, sir.
He was one of your favorite students. So,
Yes.
and if I talk about in the year 2020, Shoaib Aftab, who created history by scoring a perfect score in the history of NEET examination, that is 720 out of 720. 4 out of 6 students who have won gold medal in the in International Junior Science Olympiad 2021 are from Allen. Top 10 All India ranks by Allen in AIMS 2017, recognized by the Limca Book of World Records, trusted by more than 13.5 lakh classroom students and their parents. And since 1988, a team of 11,000 plus, including 400 IITians and 95 plus doctors, are there to provide their knowledge, experience, services to the students both in India and abroad. 42 out of 132 seats in computer science branch in IIT Mumbai are Allenites through JEE Advanced 2019. So this shows an impact what Allen has in the entire EdTech domain.
It's huge, sir. It has been there and it will always be there from the time that we have started, and in the coming times also we'll be having results like that.
So thank you. We thanks all the students and parents for their continuous support and the trust that they have on Allen, and for making us the largest career institute of India. Today we feel proud to help more than 2 lakh classroom students who have presently joined us for the session 21-22. And our directors have a very strong vision of making this number to 25 million students.
Sure, sir.
So with all your support and help, definitely we are going to achieve those numbers as well.
Pretty soon. So now coming up to today's webinar's topic, that is how to ace in competitive examinations. So now what are competitive examinations? I broadly classify competitive exams, sir, in 2 categories. The first one being certificate cum scholarship tests that are there, like NTSC is one of the leading ones, and KVPY also, that gives scholarships also. And in second category, I put the exams that gives you entrance to some of the medical and engineering, leading medical and engineering institutions that are there in India. So coming up to the next slide, we have the basic differences that are there between competitive exams and board exams. Like we all have been studying, we all have been seeing students that have been there doing very good in board exams, but when they come here, when they face some kind of competitive exams without any kind of specialized coaching for that, they do not do that well that they have been doing in the board exams. So there are some kinds of differences between board exams and competitive exams that we are listing out here. For a board exams, we have 2 milestones. Basically, if we are talking about CBSE, those are 10th boards and 12th boards. So in these board exams, there is a specific set of syllabus. There are specific books that the student, if he solves 2 to 3 times, he'll be knowing each and every question that is there, and the answers that he'll be presenting to those questions, he would be doing them with such a perfection, in such good handwriting and making such good diagrams that the teacher will have to give the marks for that. And in that way, the students will be securing very good marks. So the questions are straight out of books. It is very easy to score high marks in those exams. The highest scores that can be achieved by many students. We see so many students that get full on full in science as well as mathematics in these exams.
Definitely.
And obviously the passing marks are also fixed.
Yeah.
Like there is a specific percentage, if we talk about other these exams, board exams, that specific percentage that is called the passing percentage. Beyond that, the students get a passing certificate for that exam.
Yeah.
But that is not the scenario when we talk about competitive exams. The competitive exams, they are totally different from what the students have experienced in board exams. Like in competitive exams, the questions, they are not straightforward. The questions are molded and twisted. The questions, they are of a different kind. Say, they make a different pattern out of those questions. So these different questions, they have to be...
Let's ask one question to the students and let's see who gives the answer first.
Okay.
So students, we are going to give you one question. We are going to ask one question, and whosoever answers this question first, we will be interacting him the first when we go over the questions and answers session at the end of the presentation. Sure. Okay. So the question is very simple. You have to just answer in the chat box, which you can see on your screen. So you can just mention your answer over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the question is, ready? Okay. So the question is, how many letters are there in the alphabet? So let's wait. Many students are giving answers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So many answers are coming.
Yeah. Okay, so we will take the correct answer at the end of the session, and we will interact with the person who has given the correct answer at the end of the session.
Yeah.
Now, we should also discuss about the key points which are related to competitive examinations. See, when we talk about competitions like JEE or Neet Entrance Examinations, you have to be very much have in-depth knowledge about the examination, right? What are their difficulty levels, what patterns of questions are coming in this examinations, what are the structures of questions, what is the timeline, what are the schedules for the examination, and most important thing, when you should start preparing for this examination. See, if I talk about JEE Entrance Examination, right? So in JEE Entrance Examination, you'll see there are total 90 questions are coming in this examination, 30 from each subject, out of which you have to solve 25 questions from each subject. And if I talk about the cutoffs, means most of the students think that we have to score 80-90% to crack JEE mains and advance. So sir, your thought on this, means how much does a student need to score to get himself selected in, first of all, qualifying JEE mains and then finally qualifying JEE advance?
Like sir, for JEE mains, if we talk about, there are 30 questions. The 3 subjects that we talk about, physics, chemistry, maths, 30 subjects, 30 questions there are each on each subject. Then 20 questions out of those 30, there would be straight objective questions, and 10 questions, there would be of numerical answer type, and the student has a choice, he needs to attempt only 5 questions out of those. So in all, out of 90 questions, he needs to attempt 75 questions. So out of these 75 questions, we are talking about like say 15 lakh students, and out of these 15 lakh students, only like 2.5 lakhs, they will be qualifying for JEE Advanced.
Yeah.
So the kind of cutoff that is there, the student can cut off, the cutoff marks for the students, those would be around, let's say 40 to 45%, and if he scores that much, he will be easily able to make up in the JEE Advanced exam.
So we'll discuss more about the cutoffs during our presentation.
Yeah.
We will give you very brief insights about all these competitive exams in detail in our upcoming slides.
Yeah.
Now, if I talk about the preparation strategy for competitive exams, who else would be the best one to answer this question? Abhishek sir.
Sir, it is always like we have a couple of factors to consider. The first one being about smart work versus hard work.
Yeah.
See, what is smart work? Smart work is just hard work done with some smartness. You need to have a plan, and that plan, when implemented properly, that will make wonders to your, that will add wonders to your preparation.
Yeah.
Also, the student needs to, like say, assess his preparation regularly. So periodic test and their analysis, that is very important, analysis part. So periodic test and their analysis, that has to be done frequently. And also the amount of time that is available there for each student, that is fixed. 24 hours every student has got. But then how every student uses those 24 hours, that is what makes a difference to his preparation. So that is the kind of strategy, that is the kind of thing that he has to give the thought to. Like he has to have a plan, he has to assess his preparation frequently, and then he needs to manage his time on a daily basis. His preparation needs to be practically like he does work, he checks it out, and then he makes a plan for the next day. It has to be like that.
So there is a very famous verbatim for that. Winners don't do things different things.
Exactly.
They do things differently.
Yeah.
Right. So if you want to get success, you have to follow these mentors, right?
Well,
You have to understand that what are the levels of competitions.
Exactly.
Means if we talk about JEE, you need not be perfect in all the topics. I mean, there are more than 90 topics in physics, chemistry, and mathematics cumulative. There means if I talk about you just score means solve 10 questions correct in each of the segment, in each of the subject. Your JEE means is done.
Yeah.
So means you have 4, if you are in 9th grade, you have 4 years to prepare those 30 topics up to a level that ask me the toughest question in the world and I'm going to answer it.
Sir, with the kind of competition that is increasing these days, like earlier on, the students those were appearing for JEE, they were like 2.5 lakhs. And a student who starts preparing for, say, from 11th class, he used to very easily get through the syllabus in those 2 years, 11th and 12th. Then a time came few years back when the students started earlier. They started right from grade 9. So this 4-year span that you are telling about That 4-year span was enough for the students to prepare, and at that time, like let's say 8 to 10 lakh students, those were appearing for this exam. Now the times have changed again, and now the students even need to start earlier.
Now both the students and parents are very informed.
Very
they
informed.
understand the level of competition which is increasing day by day. Earlier, someone who is scoring 80-85% used to be the topper of our school, right?
Yeah.
But now you see, the students are having a perfect
Yeah.
scores, and that too
Even-
in JEE and Neet
yeah.
Entrance Examination.
Even in the classes, when we start asking how many students have secured more than 90% marks, more than say 70-75% students, they have secured more than 90% marks in their board exams.
Yeah.
So that is the kind of students that are appearing for these competitive exams, and now because of this crowd, the competition is increasing at a faster pace.
So basically, we at Allen are providing you that platform, that pedagogy where you compete among these level of students,
Obviously,
which you are
as-
missing.
As we go above the pyramid, the competition gets stiffer.
Yeah.
So that is the case.
So coming on to the next part, we will discuss about some major competitive examinations, which students starting from grade 8, 9, 10, they can target these examination. So first we will discuss about Ntsa Exam, National Talent Search Examination. This is conducted by NCERT back in India. It has two stages. The first is conducted at the state level, the second at the national level. NRA candidates have a benefit. They don't have to appear for the state level. They are directly appearing for the national level examination. And the best thing is that if you qualify for this examination, you are getting a scholarship from the government of India till you complete your education. Apart from that, this exam is also considered as mini IIT or mini Neet Entrance Examinations. If you qualify this examination, it means you are having all those traits, those requirements through which you can also crack your JEE or Neet Entrance Examination.
These exams build your profile. That is like a very big achievement for student at that level to crack this exam.
It brings lot of accolades, and it gives you lot of achievement in terms of your own personal satisfaction. Okay, this is something which I have achieved. Ntsa examination is a very important exam. Yes. Same goes with IJSO, International Junior Science Olympiads. And who knows better, this year our 4 out of 6 students,
Yes.
They have done great in International Junior Science Olympiads, which was done in UAE. So we will be introducing them also to all these students to get an inspiration, because these are the students who inspire to a broader community.
Yes, sir.
Then we talk about IMO, that is International Maths Olympiads. Then we have International Astronomy Olympiad. We have Science Olympiads, which is conducted by Homi Bhabha Institute for Physics, Chemistry and Biology subjects. We have KBPY, Kishore Vaigyanik Protsahan Yojana.
These exams give a kind of very good confidence to the student. If a student is even appearing for these exams and he is preparing for these exams, he has a very good confidence that he would be able to crack the other entrance examinations that would be appearing after 12th class for as a entrance exam to the colleges.
So basically these are the stepping stones for the kids, right?
Exactly.
Where you can start with the step 1, step 2, step 3. These are increasing your level,
Exactly.
your level of preparedness, your level of confidence, and your level of understanding about this competitive exams. It increases
Exactly,
as many as competitive exams you cut up. Now when we are discussing about KVPY examination, this is also a very reputed and prestigious examination, which is conducted by ISC Bangalore. When we talk about this competitive examination, if you qualify for this examination, you are eligible for getting a scholarship from the government of India till you complete your education, and you can also get direct admission in ISC Bangalore through this examination. So that is also a very important, and ISC Bangalore is having equal reputation as compared to IIT Delhi or Mumbai.
Yes.
And it goes even better in terms of research work as per the QS rating that we have, right? Now, the most important for all future engineers and doctors, we have 2 exams for engineers, JEE Mains and Advanced. JEE Mains at the first level, where around 13 to 15 lakh students are aspiring for this examination. Then out of that, 2,50,000 students, the top 2,50,000 students are moving to the next level, that is JEE Advanced. And out of those 2,50,000 students, 11,279 students are moving into top 23 IITs. Then we have NITs, triple ITs and government funded technical institutes where they can actually target for these exams. When we talk about doctors, there is one single examination now, that is NEET, where they have to aspire for this examination. We will discuss about both JEE and NEET in detail, as many students want to know more about these competitive examinations. So let's start with first JEE Mains. So JEE Mains, this is an examination which is conducted by NTA, National Testing Agency. More than 13 lakh aspirants are aspiring for this examination, and we have so where do you get admission? You are getting admission in 31 NITs, which accounts for around 18,000 seats. NIT Trichy, Rourkela, Surathkal, Warangal. These are very reputed NITs. Then we have Triple IT. Triple IT is like Indian Institute of Information Technology. Allahabad, Jabalpur, Gwalior, Kanchipuram. These are very reputed institutes. Then we have some good private institutes like VIT, Vellore Institute of Technology, which is in Vellore. And then MIT University or Manipal. Shivnadar. So these are some reputed institutes where you can get your engineering degree. So more about JEE Mains examinations, so how it is conducted and what is the duration, what is the syllabus. Most of the students want to have a clarity on that. So please, sir.
So JEE Mains, now it is completely an online mode. It is a computer-based test, CBT, that we call it. It is of 3 hours duration, and all the 3 subjects, physics, chemistry, maths. There are questions on that. As I have told you, the pattern is 30 questions per subject, in which you need to attempt 25 questions. They have been separated like in 30 questions, you will be getting 20 questions straight objective, 10 questions numerical type, and out of those 10, you need to attempt
You have an
25.
option of solving 5 questions of those 10 questions. Yeah.
Talking about the syllabus, that is entirely the 11th and 12th class syllabus that is there in the boards, and at the level that is somewhat above 11th and 12th class syllabus. So if any student, he has a misconception that if I am doing very good with boards, very good in school, he needs some kind of separate preparation for these exams, because the questions that are being asked in JEE Mains, they are somewhat above the level of board exams or the kind of education that
these
they
are the
getting in
exams
school.
designed in a manner where they're not only testing your fundamental conceptual knowledge, but they're also testing your analytical skills.
Of course, sir.
So you might be the topper of your school or your class or something like that, but when you're appearing for these competitive exams, you will see students, even those who have not scored that great marks in the board exams, but they have the high analytical skills, and they have understanding about the concepts are better, so they do wonders and great in those high JEE or any of the competitive exams.
And I have seen so many students who didn't do well in their board exams, but when they come here, they prepare for this exam separately. They do very good. They do much better than the students that they have back home who were their competition and who are not doing any kind of preparation for JEE Mains.
Yeah. So, this has already been discussed about the pattern, difficulty level. So, normally we have 50% questions which go on to the moderate level, not too tough, not too easy. 30% questions easy, where most of the students can solve those questions. 20% goes on to the tougher category, where this will determine your rank and your place in your favorite IIT.
Yeah. So any kind of student who is doing good in boards, he'll be able to score these 30% marks. When he is doing a separate kind of preparation and he is doing average in that preparation, he'll be able to score good in this moderate 50%. And if he is doing good preparation with respect to JEE Mains or JEE Advanced, he'll be doing better in those tough 20% questions. He'll be scoring in those, and he's the one who will be scoring a better rank.
So let's talk about JEE Advanced. So students who qualify for JEE Mains, the top 2,50,000 students, they move on to the JEE Advanced examination. And when you get yourself selected, when you qualify for JEE Advanced, you get into those now 13,674 seats in 23 IITs. The top IITs you can see on your screen: IIT Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, Kanpur, Kharagpur, Roorkee. These are the 6 old IITs.
Old IITs.
And then we have newer ones coming: Guwahati, Hyderabad, Indore, Varanasi, Dhanbad. These are also old IITs, but they are recently converted. They were different names and now they are using different names like that. ISC Bangalore, definitely a very reputed institute. Then we have IIP Vishakhapatnam. Indian Institute of Research Colleges, ISERs, these are also very reputed colleges for all those aspirants who want to build their career in science and research work. So these are very reputed institutes for them where they can join. We have Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Petroleum Technology, which is in Raebareli, Uttar Pradesh. So that is also a very reputed and good institute where you can target. For all the students who have dreamed to join ISRO or DRDO, you have a very good college, IST, Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology, which is in Thiruvananthapuram, and that is also a very reputed college. So all those DRDO aspirants and ISRO aspirants, the next Kalam can be from
This is
the
where they learn.
students who are interacting
This
with
is
the
where they learn rocket science.
Definitely, definitely. So we'll discuss more about JEE advanced questions, what sort of questions are coming, how it is different from JEE mains, and what should be a strategy for JEE advanced.
So JEE Advanced, again, it is a computer-based test, sir.
Yeah.
There are 2 papers of 3 hours each, and the syllabus, that is from 11th and 12th class syllabus.
Yeah.
And now that is above the level of JEE mains,
Okay.
and much above the board level. So obviously we need separate preparation for that, no doubt about it. See, the paper patterns, they vary each year. There is a kind of surprise element for the students. Like this year also, they had started a new pattern of exams. Those were comprehension, STEM based. So in all, the kind of the questions that they ask, the pattern, they have some common patterns, like they would be asking single correct questions, multiple choice questions with single correct options. Then they have multiple correct questions, multiple choice questions with one or more than one correct options also.
Okay.
They judge student on a different level. Like in JEE mains, we just have single correct questions, but here we are getting one or more than one correct question. So they are seeking perfection, that if only you mark all the options correctly, then only you would be getting all the marks. Then we have numerical value type questions. Also, there are matching list type of questions and matrix match questions. Those are match column questions. And then we have a comprehension based questions, in which the student would be reading a set of information and then asking and then answering the questions based upon that information. So that is more or less the pattern that is there in both the papers. Around 18 to 20 questions they are asked per paper.
Okay. So we talk about difficulty levels.
Difficulty level in this, it is very different from what we have in JEE mains.
Yeah.
There are more tougher questions in these papers.
Okay.
Easy questions you will find, but they are very few, say 2 or 3 questions per paper. Moderate questions are also there, but the tough questions, they are in a much more quantity. Also, the cutoffs that we see here, they are drastically reduced, like 20-25% for getting a rank in these exams.
Okay.
That is enough, 20 to 25% for general category I am talking about. And beyond that, the ranks are there. Say if you have 45 to 50% of marks, then you can expect a good branch in a old IIT that you were talking about. And then also, just behind that, there are new IITs with good branches also.
So now we would like to discuss about DASA and the CIWJ scheme. So this is a very important factor for all the students and parents who are staying in Middle East. They always have a dilemma in their mind that should I send my ward back to India for better preparations, better atmosphere and all those stuff. They always think, okay, we are not getting that quality education here in respective country, so let's move back to India. So we will discuss what are the advantages if you stay back in Middle East, and how this DASA category, or especially CIWJ category, can help you in attaining your dream college, especially in engineering entrance examination. So if you talk about the numbers, basically the difference between DASA and CIWJ. So in DASA, if I talk about number of seats, so the total 3,896 seats are there under this category of DASA category. DASA actually stands for Direct Admissions of Students Studying Abroad, and all the NITs, IIIT and government funded technical institutes are accepting your DASA score, through which you can get your direct admission into those premium institutes. Let me make it clear, IIT is not accepting DASA score.
Yes.
So you cannot get into IITs through this DASA scheme,
yes,
but definitely you can easily get into NITs, IIIT and government funded technical institutes through DASA category of this.
Yes, sir.
So there are total 3,896 seats which are reserved for NRI students who are studying in any part of the globe. Out of those 3,896 seats, 1,273 seats are reserved for the children of Indians working in Gulf.
Yes, sir.
So it means, let me explain you with this an example. Let's say there is 100 seats in NIT Trichy Computer Science. Okay, out of those 100 seats, let's say 10 seats are reserved under the DASA scheme.
Yes, sir.
So out of those 10 seats, 3 seats will be reserved for the children of Indians working in Gulf.
That
So-
is very good thing for children of parents who are working in Gulf.
Obviously, so it I will give you, I will explain you with this an example. Let's say if you send your ward back to India, right? And if he wants to get take admission in NIT Trichy with computer science branch, you know, computer science is the most sought after branch among the students. It's very favorite branch among the students. So if you are targeting IIT, top 6 IIT, you have to, means if I talk about IIT Mumbai, opening rank 1, closing 50. IIT Delhi, opening rank 1, 2 or closing 100, right? So if you get into top 6 IIT, you have to get a rank between at least less than 1000 for sure.
Sure.
To get CS branch in IITs,
yes,
right? Then if you are not getting CS branch in those reputed IITs, you will target to the next best NITs. That is NIT Trichy, Warangal, Surathkal, IIT, Hyderabad, Allahabad, Jabalpur. These are very reputed institutes. So if you want to get into these colleges, right? So if there is any student back in India who has done his 11th and 12th in India, so he has to get a rank of around 3 to 5,000 to get into CS branch into these institutes. Whereas if you stay back in Middle East and you complete your 11th and 12th from Middle East, so it will be much easier for you to get through DASA scheme because you see, you just go with the random numbers, do your own calculations. Imagine, let's say you are from Saudi Arabia. Okay. In Saudi Arabia, you just have a vague idea how many students are there. Let's think about your school. Okay. In your school, how many students are there in grade 12th? Maybe around 50 to 100, not more than that.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Out of those 100 students, how many have filled JEE form? They have appeared for Jee Entrance Examinations. Let's say 50.
Yeah.
Or let's say 100. Okay. Out of those 100 students, how many have qualified JEE mains in your school? Maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, maybe some of them just filled the form. They didn't even prepare.
Yes. So it means if you just qualify JEE mains, your chances of getting a very good NIT, IIIT and GFTI increases a lot as compared to when you come back to India.
High probability.
So now I hope you will all understand what the benefit of CIWG and DASA can bring in your life by securing your seat in the top institutes back in India.
Definitely.
And you can see in terms of fees also. In terms of fees, the CIWG student, children of Indian working in Gulf student is paying the same fees what the Indian student is paying. I mean, he don't have to go with the NRI quota fees, which is 83,800 per semester.
And it's a very nominal fee, sir.
Yeah, the same fees that the Indian student is paying. So you are paying the same fees. And you are getting reservation also under this category. Then even though if you don't, let's say in CIWG category, you are not getting admission in NIT Trichy computer science, but under the DASA, the remaining 7 seats, you are getting admission. With that part also, if you are paying, let's say in DASA, non-SAC, the fees for a year is 3 lakh rupees for semester. So total around 6 lakhs for 4 years, it is around 24 to 25 lakh rupees, right?
Yeah.
Which is again lower than what is being charged in the top private institutes back in India. You just give a call to those top private institutes back in India and ask them what is the fees for computer science at your college. It is ranging at a range of 40 to 60 lakhs, something like that.
And moreover, sir, education cost in India is already very less than what we have in different parts of the world.
Definitely. So, and most of the NRI students, what they do is that they do their graduation in India and they do their post-graduations abroad.
Yeah.
So that makes a best combination where you are having, when you go to countries like US or UK, so you have your experience, you can start working over there as well as you can complete your post-graduation and then you will be having a better profile of working over there. So whereas if you go just doing your graduation over there, so definitely like in India, we have IITs, NITs, then we have thousands of engineering colleges which are opened like mushrooms back in India, right? So does the degree has any value today? The degree has a value when you have your degree from these reputed institutes.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you know what is happening back in India, right? So in a similar way, we have similar colleges in US and UK also, where we have MIT, we have Stanford, we have Harvard, we have Oxford, reputed institutes, right? And we have XYG college in Pennsylvania, we are in other part of the world, right? Which no one knows. But what you are saying, I am doing my graduation from abroad. So there also the situation is same. But definitely, you will be learning a lot of things. So it is upon you to go ahead and understand what should be a better strategy. And that what we are helping students. We are helping them through different career counseling sessions. Mentors are there where they are guiding them, all these students, how they can achieve their success. We are like not GPS in life.
Yeah.
Means when you are driving your car from point A to point, let's say you are traveling from Abu Dhabi to Sharjah, right? And you have opened your GPS. So if there is, first of all, it will provide you a shortest distance between 2 points. And second, if there is any traffic jam in between, it will reroute and ensure that you're reaching your destination at the best possible time. So
Exactly.
similarly, mentors like you
That is
and
what-
other teachers, they're helping
That is
the
what
students.
mentorship is all about. We are just like a compass. We are
Yeah.
signboards that go through this direction, and you'd be able to reach your goal fastest.
Definitely. So let's talk about the cutoffs. I think you would be better to explain the cutoffs for the previous years.
So the cutoff trends that are there, they are variable.
Yeah.
Like we can't say what happened this year is sure to happen next year. But on an average, we say the cutoffs have been rising over the years because of the competition that has been rising. So with the data that we have on the screen for general category in the year 2019, we can say 89% was the cutoff for general category. Then we have OBC, NCL, non-creamy layer, and ST and SC students, and those categories, they are separate. But overall trend that is there, which is being seen, that is increasing of this cutoff.
So the level is increasing year on
Obviously.
year. As you can see in the year 2013, it was 113, which came down to 74. It means the level of questions are increasing every year. So
Yes,
the
sir.
competition is also increasing. So definitely you have to raise your standard as per that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, basically, as already mentioned, we have under the DASA scheme, direct admission for students abroad, we have 15% reserve seats, that is around 3,896 seats. And CIWG, which is actually 5% of supernumerary is quota under DASA, so it comes to 1273 seats. And condition is that you have to score at least 180 in JEE mains and complete fees of $4,300 minimum 60% in grade 12th. So coming on to the next part, Neet Entrance Examination. All the future doctors want to know what this examination is all about. So Neet Entrance Examination is again, it is the examination which is conducted by NTA, that is National Testing Agency. Through this examination, you can take admission into more than 542 medical colleges, 313 dental colleges, 15 AIMS, 2 JEPMA, 914 Ayush colleges, and then veterinary sciences colleges back in India. We have around 83,000 seats for MBBS, we have around 27,000 seats for BDS, around 52,000 seats for Ayush and other courses. And if I talk about if I include private medical colleges also, so there are around 35,000 seats in MBBS and around 23,000 seats in BDS. And if I talk about AIMS, so we have 1,205 seats in AIMS and total 200 MBBS seats in JEPMA. So these are the stats which may fascinate you, and these are the list of top colleges at different places. So now you can see MBBS total, we have AFMC Pune, GMC Mumbai, these are very reputed AIMS where you can see, and we have AIMS Delhi, Bhopal, Bhubaneswar, Jodhpur. So these are very reputed college where you can take admission there. So if I talk about the Neet Entrance Examination, again it's a CBT based examination. The duration is for 3 hours, total the 3 subjects which are coming, physics, chemistry and bio. Total 180 questions are coming in this examination, 45 from physics, 45 from chemistry and 90 questions from the biology segment. Each question is carrying 4 marks and +4 for correct answer and -1 for a negative answer. The syllabus is definitely from grade 11th and 12th, which has a foundation from grade 9th and 10th. So if I talk about the pattern of this examination, so I have already explained 45 questions from physics, 45 chemistry, then 45 botany, 45 geology, and I have also explained about the marking part. And if I talk about the difficulty level analysis, so I think you would be the better one to explain about this.
So difficulty again, it is variable. Like we can have 2 or 3 portions of the test being difficult and then remaining one being easy. It is not never like all the 4 portions they are difficult. 4 portions that I am talking about, they are physics, chemistry, botany and zoology.
Yeah.
Biology, I am considering it as botany and zoology.
Okay.
So as we can see on the screen, the overall cutoff percentage wise, the overall breakup percentage wise in various portions of these questions, we can see, like say in physics, we have 55% of the questions they are easy, 36% they are moderate, and 9% of the questions they have been tough, and this is the analysis of 2021.
Yeah.
So that way all the 4 portions we can see.
Okay. Sorry. So let's talk about the seats part. So basically, when we talk about quota seats for in the NEET entrance examination, we have 2 category of seats. One is all India quota, which is actually 15% of the seat, and then we have a state quota, which is 85% of the seat. So I will explain you with an example. Let's say if I talk about college like say KGMC, which is in Lucknow, right? King George Medical College, which is in Lucknow, and there are 100 seats in that college. So out of those 100 seats, 15 seats will be available for students all across India, including all the NRIs, OCI and PIOs. The remaining 85 seats will be eligible, will be available for the residents of Uttar Pradesh, students who have done, who have a domicile certificate from Uttar Pradesh, so they would be able to claim that 85% quota seats. And if I talk about NRI quota, so definitely there are NRI quota which are provided in different colleges in India. We have also NRI quota in government colleges, especially in a state like Maharashtra. So that is also available for NRI students, so they can get into the top institutes through this NRI quota facility back in India. So basically, what is the difference between 15% all India quota and 85% state scheme? So for 15% all NRI students across the globe can apply, whereas 85% state quota scheme, all students across India can apply. So basically, this is for state who can apply for this. Now we talk about Allen system, right? How it is going to help all the students who want to build their career in medicine or engineering. So how, as an Allen, how we are going to support them, how we are going to help them in achieving their dreams and targets, sir?
Sir, of the experience that we have for over 34 years in education stream, Allen has always been there in the forefront, and with that the system has evolved, the kind of system that has evolved. We have brought this experience in the overseas division when we started it in 2019. We tried to inculcate that system in the overseas by providing the best in class infrastructure in both digital and physical classrooms. Physical classrooms we have in UAE, and upcoming it is in Qatar also. So that way the kind of environment, the kind of atmosphere that we create in the classroom, that is very interactive. All the power that we have, that we put in the student, that comes only in the classroom that we deliver. The sessions, they are very interactive. We put the right amount of knowledge in the student, along with the motivation that he keeps on going through things for this long span that he would be studying. Let us say, if the student has started early, he may get bored in the journey, but a constant level of motivation that is being provided by our faculty, that motivation keeps him growing and focused towards his goal. Along with that, he studies in the class, he gets a lot of knowledge built up inside him, but it is very essential to test that knowledge, and for that we have our periodic tests, their analysis and the results that we provide. With that analysis, the student is able to know where does he stand in the competition and what his true potential is.
And he's competing with the best of the students. He's getting analysis in comparison to other students, serious candidates who are aspiring for this examination.
We set his goal with the constant mentoring that is there. We have a mentorship program that is again class leading, and with that mentorship and the support that we provide through our experts, the student is able to explore his true potential. And so many students who were not doing good in the tests also, with the kind of support that they got from the faculty, the kind of motivation that they got from the faculty, they outperformed themselves. They outperformed even the competition that they had. So that is the wonder what motivation does, what mentorship does. And again, supporting that system, we have doubt removal sessions where the student comes, attends the session, and he gets all his doubts removed. So student is always happy with the kind of atmosphere that is there, which is being provided by our ecosystem.
Okay, so let's motivate the students with the results that these students have achieved. You can see on your screen, dear students and parents, कि 4 students out of 6 students are the winning Indian team who won gold medal in International Junior Science Olympiad 2021, which was conducted in UAE. And out of 6, 4 were from Allen. You can see their name: Ved, Devesh, Animesh, and Rasdeep. Rasdeep was your own student, sir, right? So how was he doing? And tell something about him, sir.
He has been always bright, sir, and he has his goals set. But somewhere he used to get distracted with things. But then, with the kind of support that he got from Ellen, he was able to achieve this. And also, I remember him being like, "Sir, I don't want to do this." But then we had a meeting with him. His parents were also there. We motivated him, and then you know what.
Finally, he achieved the result.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, if I talk about 2021 result, so now you can see 13 students have scored 100 percentile marks in JEE mains. We have given 18 state toppers. So we have given 298 in top 1000 rank. We have given 43 students in top 100 All India rank, and we have 293 scored 100 percentile in individual subjects. So total 17,444 selections in LN students who are eligible for JEE Advanced for 2021. So brilliant result for JEE mains. And if I talk about JEE Advanced, Mridul Agrawal creating history for the first time, creating highest marks in JEE Advanced, and he is the one who topped both JEE mains and JEE Advanced. So that also happened for the first time in the history of JEE examination. So Mridul Agrawal is from
Even KVPY, sir.
Yeah, he topped KVPY also. So that this shows that how you can start, when you start your journey as early as grade 6, 7th, 8th or 9th. So your journey for future becomes very easy, because when your foundation is strong, automatically the result will be very great, right? It is upon you to decide how you want to take things forward. And they themselves, Mridul has joined us in grade 8th.
Yes, sir.
Mridul joined us in grade 8th, and since then he even participated in Olympiads. He topped in Olympiads, did a great performance in Olympiads. He did great performance in NTSE, National Talent Search Examination. He topped in KVPY examination. And finally, you can see from the previous results, he already created a pedagogy of success, and then finally he created history by scoring the best marks in JEE mains and JEE Advanced. So that's how he has done. We have other students also. We have 27 in top 50 rank. Means in top 50, 27 students are from Allen. So it makes us proud, and definitely it makes us confident that when these students can do, you can also do for sure. So incredible performance by Allenite. If I talk about Neet result, we have rank 1, Mrinal Koteri, Aman Tripathi rank 4, Rutal, Ashuyash and Hriday. They have also done great. And if I talk about Aman Tripathi, he comes from a very small place, means a very small background, and he was a kind of a student who always believed in hard work. Yeah. And under your mentorship and guidance of the faculties of LN, he has today achieved his success. And today you see he is in the top 10 in student of Neet Entrance Examination for this year. Again, for the history, Shoaib Aftab scored 720 out of 720 in Neet Entrance Examination by giving the perfect score in this examination. And first time in the history of National Medical Entrance Examination, 100% marks with All India rank 1 under the guidance of best academic system that we provide to the students. 37 in top 100 rank, we are from Allen. So again, that creates a history in itself. So now we would like to thank everyone, and thanks for giving your valuable time and assuring that today you have participated in this webinar. I hope we have helped you in understanding about the key points that how you can ace in competitive examinations. These are our contact points through which you can connect with our team members. For any further queries, questions that you have in your mind, we are always there to help you out with all your questions and queries. You can approach us on our email ID, that is enquiry@allenoverseas.com, and you can also visit our website, that is www.allenoverseas.com. So let's take for the questions and answers.
Yes, sir.
And let's first of all see who has given that correct answer.
The first answer.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay, so everyone is curious who has stopped in this.
So many questions.
Let's see. Yeah, we have many answers coming in this. Let's see who has given the correct answer.
That was Chakresh, sir.
So,
Chakresh?
Chatresh, you have given answer 8, but anyone on that correct answer part? Let us see.
The first answer that came from Chakresh.
Chatresh, right?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, then we have Nasir also giving the same answer. Anish is saying 26. Okay. Anish, definitely it was not all the English alphabets. It was in the word the alphabet.
The alphabet.
So the correct answer is?
You tell, sir.
Okay. So the correct answer is actually 11. I have asked the question, how many letters are in the alphabet? Right? So THE, the, and alphabet 8. So total it makes 11. Chakresh and Nasir were very close to it. They gave the answer 8, means they counted only alphabet as the question. So this is how the trick comes in.
Yeah.
But we will give this opportunity to Chakresh to ask the question. Chakresh, you can put up your question. So there are other questions which are coming. Till the time we can have those questions as well. How IGCSE, let me see if Chakresh has. Shaurya also said this same answer. Okay, yeah, hi Shaurya, you also gave the correct answer. Yeah. Okay, so now can we have the question? So how IGCSE student can compete with CBSE student in JEE Mains? So basically, let me answer you this question. IGCSE student can definitely compete with CBSE student. See, when we talk about Jee Entrance Examination, as I mentioned earlier also, this is purely based on your fundamental conceptual knowledge of grade 11th and 12th, right? So it is all about having a clarity in conceptual knowledge as well as on the analytical skills part. So we at Allen, we will be providing you all those required study material, test series and everything, whatever is required to crack this competitive exam. So it hardly matters you are from IGCSE curriculum or CBSE curriculum or you are following ICSE board. So no worries on that part. We are there to help you out. We will ensure that you achieve the ladder of success. You have to just ensure that you follow the instructions and guidelines given by the mentors. So you can definitely.
Moreover, sir, any kind of board, if you are studying in any board, but then if you are preparing for JEE Mains, then you can appear for JEE Mains. There is no doubt about it that your preparation will fall short of what CBSE students are studying.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
Yeah. So we have a question. Okay, can overseas students participate in exams like IOQGS, IOQM, etc. from an overseas student? Okay. So see, you for this basically these Olympiads, you have to do your 9th and 10th from India. So you have to participate from India. Yeah. Is there any negative marking in JEE Main Advanced? Yeah, definitely. For every correct answer, you are getting +4, and for every wrong answer, there is -1, and for any unattempted question, it is 0. Yeah, for that numerical value questions, you don't have that negative answer.
Marking.
So
And
that is exempted from negative marking.
Advanced, there are different patterns, so that depends on the pattern, and it is always mentioned in the instructions. So we always advise the students to read the instructions beforehand, before they starting the paper.
Yeah. Hi, will the merit list of NITs be merely on JEE Advanced basis or for? So basically, no merit list for NITs, for especially if you are considering DASA. So it is accepting your JEE Mains score. It has nothing to do with JEE Advanced. So it is all about the scores that you have scored in JEE Mains. On that basis, the merit list will be prepared for all the NITs.
And JEE Advanced does not accept DASA score.
That is not accepting. So any of the IITs or any of these reputed institutes, they are not accepting. JEE Advanced is not accepting your DASA part. So next question is from Adhyan. Sir, can you please tell me how can I score higher marks in Olympiads. Please provide some tips. I have been gold medalist for 2 years. Great. Also tip to make calculation faster. Also sir to cracking engineering entrance examination. So multiple questions. Yeah.
So firstly, about Olympiads, you need to be you need to do very focused study. You need to go through all the previous year papers that have been there in the Olympiads. Also, you need to go through all the different Olympiads that have been there, like Chinese Olympiads, Russian Olympiads also. You need to go through all those papers. Along with that, the second part that you came about making your calculations faster. So you need to practice a lot. You need to practice a lot. Along with that, you need to focus upon your accuracy part also. Faster calculation does not necessarily mean that you'd be doing the calculations correctly.
You cannot compromise with accuracy.
Yeah. Then Olympiads, they are not mostly about speed. They are more about accuracy. So you need to focus more on that.
So basically, the easiest success mantra is that you start solving past year papers.
Yes, definitely.
As many as papers you solve, it will give you more and more confidence.
Always it is for any kind of competitive exam, you need to know what you are getting into. You need to know about that competitive exam. You need to have its all the nuances and all the go-throughs that you need to be there, that are there. So always it is a very good strategy to go through previous year questions. Once your preparation is being done, once it is over also, so you need to do all that.
Okay. So next question is from Tahil. What other competitive exams we can pursue through esteemed institution? Okay, what other competitive exams you can pursue? So see, definitely you can means if you are studying, you have not mentioned your grade, so I will mention. As early as if you are studying in grade 6, 7th or 8th, you can participate in Olympiads, both private Olympiads, then national Olympiads. You can appear for that, then you can go for international Olympiads as well. And we are here to help you out at Allen. We will be helping you to cover up, to help actually prepare for various competitive exams for JEE or Neet or Olympiads. And we have our physical centers in Dubai and in Abu Dhabi and Sharjah. So you can visit our physical center over there, discuss with the team. They will guide you more in detailed manner. And you can also reach out. We have already shown our contact numbers of the respective country heads. So you can reach out to them. You can post your query at inquiry@allenoverseas.com. So we will provide you personalized counseling to understand more about your concerns, questions, queries that you have, and we can provide a customized solution for you. So can NRIs apply to top IITs from DASA quota? No sir, as mentioned earlier also. IIT is not accepting DASA quota. So the only mode to get into IIT is JEE Advanced. So does the syllabus change every year?
Not exactly. Like this year they have changed. Before that there are minor changes. But then it all depends. Like if you are lucky, they won't change, and what you have prepared, that will be asked.
And see, if let's say there are minor changes also, it happens to everyone, not only for you, right? So everyone is going to...
For a very systematic institute like us, we deal with any kind of possibility very easily.
So Kirti Vasan is asking how to enroll for the classes dedicated to Olympiads like IOQM and IJSO. So definitely Kirti, we have in every classes that we take, right? For every batches, we are catering. When we are teaching any topic, we teach topic at 3 levels. We start with basic fundamental concepts, because until and unless your concepts are not clear, nothing is going to happen, right? Then we move on to your school part. So what sort of questions are going to come in your school examinations or board examinations. And then we move on to the competitive examination part. So how this topic, let's say if you're studying a chapter in 9th grade, light, right? So what you're learning in grade 9th and how it is going to be correlated in grade 11th. So that is all taught to you. And then it is followed by practice papers, chapter test is there, then part test is there, unit test is there, test as per JEE Mains Advanced, test as per your Olympiads. So there are multiple modes, mediums through which we will be mentoring you, guiding you to achieve your dream college, dream competitive examinations. So we have Nasir asking a question. I want to get into medical engineering or bioengineering. So which exam is the one to enter IIT, JEE or NEET? Okay. So now if see, for all the students who want to understand about, means it is especially for grade 10 students. Most of them have a query in their mind, ki shall I take physics, chemistry, maths and bio in 11th? And then I will decide ki whether I should go for engineering or medicine, or I will go for both. So my answer to this question is that as a mentor, I would never suggest doing that, because when you target, see, you have to be very focused for your dream, right? Means you cannot drive two cars at the same time. You cannot row two boats at the same time, right? So JEE itself a very separate exam. Neet itself is a very separate examinations, and both have different preparation strategies. Like in physics for JEE is different, and physics for Neet Entrance Examination is different, right? Although the syllabus is same, but the level of questions is always different. And the second thing is that when you take a combination of maths and bio both in grade 11th and 12th, so your diversification of energy also happens. Means it is like dividing 100 rupees. If you have 100 rupees and if you divide in 3, it is 33.33 each, right? But if you divide in 4, you are dividing 25 each. So your diversification of hard work is also there. So when you can diversify, you can put up all your energy in 3 subjects, but now you are diversifying in 4 subjects, so you will never get the desired result. Now coming on to your question, if you are looking for the biomedical side, then definitely we have in engineering, biotechnology is for there for you, where you have to appear for JEE examination, and you can appear for biotechnology, and which has a very wonderful career option, both in India as well as in countries like Australia or New Zealand. You can do great over there in US, UK, they are in great demand. Yeah. So we have one more question. Will the merit list of NITs be merely on JEE advanced basis for NRI? Will the merit list for NITs be merely on, again advanced let me basis. Clarify for NITs. See, JEE advanced is only for IITs and JEE mains is for NIT, right? NIT, triple IT and government funded technical institutes that will accept your JEE mains score. So that is why JEE mains is the first ladder, and after that you move on to JEE advanced. So JEE mains is very important.
The next question is it better to go to India and study if you are aspiring to go to IIT? Obviously, I am not in support of separating families, sir.
Definitely, see, when you are separating a family, so what happens is that, first of all, your ward, they are highly pampered kids, right? Yeah. They have never crossed the roads on their own. And you're sending them, separating them to 1,000 kilometers away from you, where they are getting aloof, first of all.
Especially in this environment that we have at present.
Yeah. So I would, that's why Alan has come to your doorstep, right? We are coming at your home on daily basis through that online mode. So we are there to help you. We are providing the same faculties who are here in Kota. They are coming at your home and teaching you on daily basis. So that is happening through online classes. And we also have physical centers. We have 4 centers in UAE. We have coming very soon in other parts of Middle East. So we are there. We are coming to help you out for sure.
Next question is from Mugdha. She's asking, if you prepare for NEET or JEE grade in 10, does it help in any way for the board exams? Of course, we have board preparation also in the program that we run for NEET, JEE as well as all other streams. In grade 10 also, we do support our students very well for their board exams.
Okay, so we have a student from Saudi who's asking how to enroll in Allen for grade 10. My dear friend, I will again share the contact details on a screen for the respective country, so you can just note down that number and directly approach to our team member. You can also post your query at enquiry@allenoverseas.com and we will definitely help you out. You can also visit our website, post your query over there, we will help you out for sure. So if I opt for FTF classes in Abu Dhabi, face-to-face classes in Abu Dhabi for grade 10th, will they just teach for foundation level or Olympiads and competitive exams also? So definitely, yes, both the things will be covered up. As I mentioned, we have a very strong teaching pedagogy where we are covering foundation also, school also and competition also. Okay, thank you everyone for participating in this webinar, and we will always be there to help you out. Thank you very much. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.